Okay, welcome to the next Cheap Thrills podcast.
The current Cheap Thrills podcast.
The current Cheap Thrills podcast. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
You've got me, Rob. We have Raven.
Hello.
And we have...
He sounds so happy to be here.
Hello.
We have Graham.
Oh, hello.
And we have Adam.
What?
I was yawning.
Oh, you were yawning? Okay, yeah, he's really that interested in being
Yeah. Yawning already and we haven't even
Yeah,
started.
Jesus.
Fair,
Right.
He's talked twice as much as he normally does
I know.
already.
Say something else.
No.
You can't shake your head.
I can. He did.
Right, okay. I've had a really bad cold this week, so if I start coughing halfway through it, don't blame me. Right, okay, very quickly. What we had in this week. All-Star Batman number 3. Batgirl Birds of Prey number 3. Civil War 2 Ulysses number 3. Darth Vader 25. Deadpool number 20. Detective Comics 949. Lost Boys number 1. Gwenpool number 7. Solo number 1. Uncanny Avengers 15. Old Man Logan 12. Star Wars The Force Awakens movie adaptation number 5. Han Solo number 4. Suicide Squad number 4. And Warhammer 40k Will of Iron number 1.
Can they make that title any longer?
They probably could have.
Yes.
I actually wrote Will of Iron number 4 because I got into the habit of writing 4, but it's not. It's number 1. I know it's number 1.
You didn't have to explain that. No one would have known.
I know. I'm just explaining it.
You're just too honest for your own good.
I know. Yeah. Right. So what came out? Has everyone read anything?
I've read stuff.
You've read one thing.
Nothing.
And you've spent most of today reading it.
Yeah. So
We'll get to that in a minute.
I read one thing.
Go on then, what did you read?
I read Solo number 1.
Alright. Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's a really good start. For anybody that doesn't know, Solo was recently brought back into the Marvel Universe as part of Deadpool and Mercs for Money.
Back in from where?
Well,
is it an existing character?
Yes, he's an existing character, but it's sort of like he's like not been around for a little while.
is he one of the
it's
mercs that have come in and then gone off some again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he was in the.
So is this? Hang on. Sorry. Is this going to be a
usual thing now?
No. If Solo is an existing character,
Yes.
how old is the character? Are we talking a month, a year, or is he like from the 80s?
I think he came about around the 90s, I think.
Oh right,
Might-
so
or
it might be
may
a
have even
good.
been the late 80s.
It might be
So
a
it's-
wise investment to track down
Could well be. Yeah,
first Solo.
I do know that there was a previous limited series, 4-part
Okay.
limited series called Solo,
Yeah.
and I believe he's been in a few different issues.
All right, cool.
Starts off doing his bit as a merc and gets recruited by S.H.I.E.L.D. So it looks like he's not a full operative, but being recruited by S.H.I.E.L.D. to do covert stuff that if he gets caught doing, S.H.I.E.L.D. can go,
Plausible
nothing
deniability.
to do with us, slope your
Okay.
shoulders and all
Yeah.
that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, but it's a really good strong start.
Okay.
And it looks like it's going to be a good comic. The artwork on that is absolutely fantastic. Really is good.
Who's writing it?
Have no idea.
Okay.
You know what I'm like.
Yeah,
I never remember names and places and dates and times and stuff.
People.
Just lucky that I turn up here on time every
You know.
week.
It has been incredibly lucky that he turns up on time every time.
What? He actually remembers the way to the shop.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to London with him. That's going to be insane.
Well,
that
I may
is.
come with you. Yeah.
You better hurry up because tickets
Yeah,
are
I know.
going.
I heard. So we'll talk about that anyway.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. Right, Darth Vader 25 came out, which was the final issue
Yes.
of this run.
Did you get enough issues of that?
It had 14 variant covers.
14.
Is that all?
14.
I'm glad I don't pull comics anymore because that would have done my head in.
I did kind of go through the box and go, I'm buying one. So
Is
I
that
just
just-
bought
is
the
that just-
standard one.
14 standard alternate covers. There's no retailer incentives in that. It's all just everything is available to everyone.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
There's 14 in total. We got in 12. Whether or not the other two are retailer.
I would imagine there'd at least be
You'd
a
think
couple
they'd have
that
at
are
least
retail
1 in
incentive,
25
yeah.
and a 1 in 50.
And there
Yeah.
That's
tends
crazy.
I
there
know.
does tend to be sort of 1 in 50s, 1 in 75s, 1
Yeah,
in 100s
1 in
that
100s.
come in at.
I mean, they're nice covers, but every single one of them's got Darth Vader on it, and you try sorting them out. It's not easy
No, that's your job.
because they all look the same.
They're all black.
Yeah, they're all black with a bit of red. But anyway, back to the issue. It's cool. It's a very good issue. It's completely setting up the next ongoing,
Yeah.
which has been, I can't remember whether we talked about it. I know we talked about it in Underpants on the Outside, the Star Wars Classified,
Yeah.
where they said how many copies do you want without telling us what it was.
Yeah. You're pretty sure that it was going to sell though.
Yes.
You know, I mean, Star Wars stuff sells.
Yes. But
especially at the moment.
For the last month, there's been speculation as to
What it
is going to be. So they announced what it was, which is going to be a Dr.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Is she a new character?
Ongoing. She's been introduced in this Darth Vader
Okay.
ongoing that they've done, which they've just finished.
Yeah.
She's a really good character.
Cool.
What's her name again?
Dr. Alpha.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it is. It's a long name.
It's not. It's about 5 letters, but it always reminds me of Dr. from The Man with Two Brains. But she's really cool. She's like this archaeologist type.
Indiana Jones.
Sort of, yeah. And she's got these 2 droids. There's like a protocol droid and there's an R2 unit. But they've, or rather she's destroyed their inhibitor chip.
Yeah.
So they're ruthless. You know, they quite happily torture people and kill them. And
So what allegiance is she? Is she Empire?
she was working for she's independent. She was working for
Okay.
the Empire.
Freelance then.
Pretty much, yeah. But you need to read Darth Vader 25 to. I can't go into it without spoiling Darth Vader 25.
Well, let's not do that then.
But it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm a bit miffed that they've stopped Darth Vader because I really enjoy reading it. In fact, it was probably better than the Star Wars ongoing. But
Well, I did hear they stopped it because you liked it.
Yeah. That's normally
That's what they.
happens.
That was the word on the street.
Yeah.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Moving on.
Street do you go down?
Newport Town. Maybe?
What if they just like come out of nowhere and say
Ventnor?
Darth
Ventnor
Vader's
High
got
Street?
cancer? They just come out of a dark alley.
Yes.
Jesus, he's
Right.
he's
I see.
on
I
a
told
roll.
him to talk more.
I know he's on a roll now.
He's
and he won't
getting
shut
offensive
up.
now.
You'd be bleeping him next.
Oh, yeah, just
Right.
leave him it randomly.
You're playing with powers you can't comprehend.
Oh,
Yeah.
trash talk by your boy.
Yeah, well, I've got certain powers that he can't comprehend, like how to turn the internet off at home.
And how to ground somebody.
Yeah.
Just remember, I have to take care of you when you're old.
No, you don't.
He'll have protocol droids for that.
Yeah, damn right. I'm going to end up with my brain in a jar.
Just don't go to any cliffs.
Thanks, mate.
Would you like us to leave the room?
Yeah.
What? No, because people will hear the recording of me kicking the crap out of Raven.
No, here's someone getting to the house.
Child abuse. All right, let's.
Oh, is that childlike?
Yeah, come on. Annika Rice. No, not Annika Rice.
What?
What was her name?
Esther Ransom.
That's the one.
With the talking dog.
Yeah.
It's just perving out now.
I've
aren't
got Annika Rice on the brain. So it's that jumpsuit.
you? Right, moving on. Deadpool 20 came out. Have you read Deadpool 20 yet?
No.
No, right.
No.
We won't talk
So
about
is
that.
Solo the only thing you read this week?
Yeah, I've been moving blocks.
Yeah.
Building forts.
Building
Building
forts and
forts.
moving blocks.
Yeah, building forts.
Basically, it's giant Lego for grown-ups.
Yeah. That's what concrete blocks are.
Yeah.
Detective Comics 949, which was the last part of Night of the Monster Munch.
But Night of the Monster Munch.
Do you know, when you repeated that, I thought, did he say Monster Munch or not?
Or are you starting to lose it?
Did my head actually fill that word in?
Yeah.
Because you said it, it's like, no, he did say it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Night of the Monster Munch.
It was alright.
Yeah.
Did you not like the ending then?
Well, it kind of... I was really excited about it. You know, Batman fighting giant monsters. It sounds great.
Yeah, but surely the last one, he's beaten all the monsters.
Yeah, but it's
It's
another
boring.
one of these... Oh, look at what I had up my sleeve the entire time. You
An
know,
arm.
and it would have taken...
With Batman attached to it.
It would have taken, you know, months and months and months to set this up. You know, and well, if you had that all the time, why didn't you use it 10 issues ago when this happened? You know, that sort of thing. But we're back to the old who changes the pressure on the tyres on the Batmobile. Well, no one does because it's a comic and it doesn't matter.
He just said comics don't matter.
So you're not okay
Right,
with
that's
that?
it. I'm putting in another official complaint. Right?
Yeah.
Oh God, not you and your official complaints again, please.
Yeah, there's a
So,
fan.
so the ending was a bit of a letdown then.
It wasn't so much. It was still in the vein of the story. It was. I just wanted it a bit more.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't what I was
It
expecting.
wasn't
it
the
to be.
payoff you were looking for.
No. But the new story starts next month, which is the... Oh, I've forgotten what it's called now. The Victim Syndicate, I
Well,
think.
it depends which one, detective or Batman.
Is that Batman or Detective?
And Batman's going to that prison thing, isn't he? Do you want to get Psycho Pirate?
That's it. Yeah. So it's detective. Yeah.
No, that's Batman.
See, now you two are just looking at me. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, move on.
Okay.
What else came in? Han Solo, number 4.
Yeah, good.
You haven't read any Han
No, I
Solo
haven't.
yet,
No.
have you?
No.
It's nice that he's doing the... It's not the Kessel Run. It's
No, I read the
something
first
else.
one, I think.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's great. I think they've nailed Han
Plot
Solo.
line. It's
Proper
very,
back,
very,
back
very
to
good.
his like arrogant smuggler ways. I think it's very good.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
is this set before A New Hope?
No,
Or is it set
No, just after.
So all the run of most of the Star Wars comics they've done, these are the new Marvel comics.
Yeah.
Most of the ones they've done, there's been a few exceptions, have been set after A New Hope and before Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, because they talk to him about paying Jabba off, don't they? I think.
Yes.
And he's still trying to get the money to pay Jabba the Hutt off.
Yeah.
In
Right,
the
okay.
comic.
There's only been a couple that have happened after other films. They did the one set after Jedi, which had Poe Dameron's parents in it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that starts off at the end of Return of the Jedi, and you get like the following day, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So it looks like they're sort of beefing up sections of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Sort of in between films to try and
Yes.
tie everything together and sort of give you a bit more of a rounded
Yeah.
picture of the whole universe.
Yeah, I think it'll come to a point where they'll just start saying, right, Empire Strikes Back has happened. Now we'll start doing stories after that.
Yeah.
And then you'll get them after Jedi.
So have they done any adaptations of the films themselves yet or not?
The only one that they're doing at the moment is The Force Awakens,
Right.
which is a bit...
They always were. I'm
Redundant,
assuming they're going to do them for every movie because they've done.
Well, what they did do was they've re-released all of the original ones. So from when we were kids.
Oh, okay.
All the Marvel stuff?
Yeah, all the Marvel
Right.
stuff, the original movie adaptions, they've done all of those, but they've recoloured them
Oh.
and cleaned them up.
Nice.
And they look pretty good. They're
Yeah,
quite nice. We've got one customer, he's bought all of them.
I've got a lot of the
They're
old-
nice.
We've
the
got them
old
in store at the
originals.
moment?
No, we haven't.
Right, okay.
But we should, really. It'd be worth doing.
Yeah, they're good stories. I've got
yeah.
a lot of the actual original Marvel stuff.
There is a massive box set in this month's previews
Mm-hmm.
that Marvel are offering,
Yes.
which is all of the movie adaptions.
Are they hardback?
All in hardback, all in a massive slipcase. Yours for only $250.
I think I'll keep my $250 to be fair. Although I am quite tempted, but still, I've got them
Exactly.
on singles. So
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Right, Suicide Squad, number 4. Raven, it's your favourite thing at the moment.
Don't spoil it for me, I haven't read it.
They all die.
Oh, damn it, he's done it
you
again.
just told him not to spoil it.
What
Hey,
That is it.
Just going to leave you hanging.
that is it.
I'm cancelling that one.
At least we know
That's it,
Raven's done
I'm
talking.
just sticking to Marvel.
So,
Screw you, Jim Lee.
God, he's had
Right.
too many cakes today. That's
Yeah.
what it is, isn't it?
Too much
He's had
Red
too
Bull,
much
that's what
sugar.
it is.
Too much.
Right,
Dr.
you've read
Pepper
number
and
4.
cake.
What do you think?
It was very good. Like after issue 2, when all that stuff happened, you're like, okay, that is an awesome issue. It's going to go downhill from now, isn't it? And then it doesn't. It just keeps going, and it's all up there. It's something happens all the time to just keep the story up.
That's what you want from a decent story and a decent book,
Unrelenting.
isn't it? Where it just keeps the momentum going, and
Yeah.
when you think that you've got to the end of it, oh Christ, something else has come along.
Yeah, it is a
And
very hard thing to do to keep that momentum going, especially if two issues in, you think it's found its peak, and then it just keeps going.
But one of the good things they've done about, like, especially with Suicide Squad, is it's been written by Rob Williams. And of course,
Okay.
Rob Williams is very experienced in writing 5-page stories for 2000 AD.
Yeah.
So 12 pages, that's no problem whatsoever. I can do big splash pages in there, and do some really big, powerful stuff. And
He
it
can
keeps
even
on
He
punching,
can even draw pictures that have no relevance on the story,
which is
Like-
what Jim Lee likes doing.
Yeah.
But it's a good issue, and it finishes off that particular story because they're only half issues each. Jim Lee only does 12 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're just.
And then
just
the
over
rest of it
half,
is
aren't
filler
they?
issue with
Yeah.
another
little
artist.
backstory and whatever.
Yeah, so even though this is issue 4, we've only had 2 issues worth of content.
Yeah.
But it's good, it's cool. It's a very action-packed
I think it's
story.
It's a good way of doing it as well, because for me, I've not read any Suicide Squad before, and the only reason why I picked it up to begin with is because I like Jim Lee, I like his artwork, and Raven's raving on about it, and It's
Right
like, yeah,
on.
okay, I'll pick that up and have a look at that. And I always liked things like that. You know, when I started collecting comics and I was picking up classic X-Men, they would have the main story and they'd have a little bit at the end. So they'd have like a little bit of an origin story and what have you. So it rounds off the characters as well. So it gives you a little bit more information about the characters that you're reading about. So you actually care about what happens to them. Which I think is a shame that doesn't happen more often in comics.
No, it's true. Cool. Right, that's it for the comics. What came out this week? All of the new CW shows started. So Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow.
I can't do it.
That I like them.
I've tried.
I enjoy them.
I tried watching Legends of Tomorrow, and it's got some of my favourite characters in it. Don't get me wrong. I love. It's got the two brothers from Prison Break in, and they're brothers. Are they not? Or are they just best mates?
They're just best mates.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun, I guess.
You know how you said that season 1 was cheesy?
Yeah.
Season 2 started, obviously.
Yeah.
Boy, have they ramped up the cheesiness.
I can't.
It's through the roof.
Do it.
Even I noticed it. And usually cheesy stuff doesn't bother me.
I mean, you know, it's just not for me. I love Firestorm, and I've always liked Firestorm. He was one of my favourites back in the day, but I can't do it.
you can't bring
Gotham.
yourself to do it.
I started watching Gotham season 2.
That's great.
Yeah.
She bugs the hell out of me.
Who?
Barbara.
She's
Oh,
grown
really?
on me, actually.
The first 2 episodes, like where they're getting the gang back together.
Yeah.
Oh God! And that Joker.
Who says it was the Joker?
Come on. I mean, it is, right? It's meant to be, or to represent him anyway.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never said that.
What are you lot? Stop it.
They never said it.
No, they didn't. But they don't have to, do they?
Well, I think you're reading slightly too
I
much.
can't.
Yes, I think you are. Yeah.
Oh, stop it. I just couldn't. Again, I couldn't quite.
But you're dissing Raven's favourite show there.
I loved.
He's going to reach over this table in a minute.
That's all right.
Garrot you.
Season 1, I watched the whole of season 1, and that had Fish Mooney in it. So I'm sure I could probably push myself to watch. But so much other stuff is on
Yes.
that I'm enjoying, and
Yeah.
I'll watch that again rather than watch Gotham.
Really?
I watched Westworld 4 times already.
What, the first episode?
The first 2 episodes.
What, 4 times each?
Yeah, because I didn't want to watch Gotham.
What?
No, it wasn't quite like that. It was just I wanted to analyse the shows and just make sure that I wasn't missing anything. And every time I've watched it, I've picked up on something else that I missed the first time.
Oh, it's
I mean,
okay.
it has been while I've been doing other things,
Okay.
like not watching Gotham.
Yes.
But yeah, three or four times I think now.
Well, before we move on from the CW stuff, I've not actually seen any of the new episodes from the new series,
Right.
but my younger son has been watching them, and he's said that the CW's taken over Supergirl.
Yep.
He reckons it's absolutely fantastic.
So
I've said it before in the past.
He said it's a heck of a lot better.
who had it first then?
ABC?
Yeah.
I mean, is this
sounds-
the second season of Supergirl?
Yes.
now?
Yes,
Okay, so
'cause
this first season was bad, was it?
I didn't like it.
Like I've said
Guilty
before,
pleasure
it's
over
guilty
there.
pleasure for me. It's cheesy as hell, and I'd noticed it on that. But it's I just enjoyed it. It was, you know.
So I gave it a couple of episodes to get into it, but then became one of those programs for me where it's like, okay, I've got to watch the rest of the season now. I'm so far into it, I've got to see what happens with these characters and how it
Yes.
ends.
I mean, you get
And-
3 or 4 episodes in, and then you're in, aren't
And
you?
yeah, and I did say before the end of the series that that's it, I'm out after the end of this series, I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah, and then they
I was
announced they were going to move
Then
it.
I was told it was going on CW, so I'm thinking, right, okay, well that could make it better. Then I was told there was going to be a 4-part crossover with the other 3 shows, so I'm like, oh Christ, now I've got to watch it for that.
Which is going to be
like
it's
issue 4 or
have you-
5 or something.
No,
episode
8,
4 or
I
5.
think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
So I've got to
it's
wait
going to
that.
happen in December.
Right, okay, so I'm in for season 2 then on
Yeah,
that.
pretty
whether I
much.
want
But
to or not.
have you realised that what you've just explained there is exactly the same as collecting comics?
Yes.
It's
Right,
exactly
it's
the
any
same.
of those crossover
You're
comics.
collecting
X-Men
episodes.
92.
You're collecting episodes. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yes.
But yeah, Supergirl was good fun.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a trailer. I haven't seen anything.
Really?
No.
He did say as well that he thought the portrayal of Superman on there was really good.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a little bit weedy?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's a kryptonite.
Yeah, Kryptonian.
Kryptonite?
Yeah.
Kryptonite, Kryptonian. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kryptonian. So it's not like, they all have to be
The only
big,
thing-
massive,
No,
buff
no.
people.
The only thing that I didn't really like about him was his costume.
Really?
Yeah, and his cape is completely
Well,
wrong.
it wasn't revealing enough for you.
That's right, yeah. But the cape was completely wrong because he's got like red bits that come over the shoulder and he just doesn't look right.
Okay.
He just doesn't look like Superman.
Like old school Magneto style.
Yeah, he's sort of like Earth 3 Superman, you know. There's it's just
3
been-
now?
There's infinite.
Oh,
numbers.
there's loads. They're nearly as bad as Marvel.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
I'm
I'm
2
going to
episodes
watch
in.
it because it's got...
Well, the fact that it's
Ghost
got
Rider.
Ghost Rider in it, and in America they've put it on a later time, so they can get away with more blood.
Oh, can't they just?
Which when you
Really?
first
Yeah,
meet
okay.
Ghost Rider,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, what happened there?
Yeah.
You know, and
Alright.
there's splattering up the walls.
I'll watch it then. I'll have to finish season... What season
What?
is it now?
4.
4.
So
It's
I'd
worth
have to finish
watching
season 3.
just for Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it is really. Ghost Rider's really good on there.
I wouldn't be surprised
I was really surprised.
if they spin him off into his own show.
Yeah, he'll get his own show.
See,
Oh, that would be very good.
He would be good on one of, like a Netflix.
Yes.
job.
Yes.
But whether or not, because they do, is it ABC that do that one? Isn't it?
Yes.
So whether or not they relinquish
Don't
that,
know.
I don't know. I don't know what the ins and outs are.
But Ghost Rider versus the Punisher would be
That would
awesome.
be fantastic.
That would be really good. Okay, right. There was a few trailers.
There was
This week.
a few trailers. One in particular.
Go on. What one do you want to talk about?
Star Wars.
You want to talk about the Star Wars trailer, Rogue
Yes.
One?
Yes, please.
Go on then.
I don't know where to start. It's incredible. If the movie, again, I always take trailers with a pinch of salt because I've been burnt before, Prometheus, and I've learnt my lesson. But if this film is as good as the trailer looks, it is going to be incredible. It looks stunning.
It looked pretty epic,
Yeah, it made me all kinds of excited.
and I like the fact that when you watch the trailer, you can kind of get an idea of what order it happens in,
Yeah.
but there's no coherent
No.
story to the trailer.
Jin, whatever I do it to protect you. So you understand?
I understand.
You want to get out of here?
Our rebellion is all that remains to push back the Empire. We think you might be able to help us.
When was the last time you were in contact with your father?
What is this? It appears he is critical to the development of a super weapon.
If my father built this thing, we need to find him.
All right. How many do I need?
They are requesting a call sign.
It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
Yeah, it's a really, really well made trailer.
Yes.
They have nailed trailer making now.
So it's, what is it, December the 18th?
Yeah.
Which I would have finished work by then, so I'm going for a midnight launch.
I will probably... I may or may not be here. I may be in London, so... But if I'm-
IMAX!
Yeah. So if I'm here, I'll
35
probably
quid a
come.
ticket.
I'd pay it. It looks... Just some of the stuff, you know, they're flying over an old Jedi temple at one point, and
It's got AT-ATs in
it's
it.
got AT-ATs in it. The cinematography looks stunning. It really does.
Yeah. It looks very, very
I'm incredibly
good.
excited.
Okay.
Incredibly excited.
Incredibly excited. Right, John Wick 2.
I'm not so excited, but I'm looking forward to it,
Yeah.
and I'll watch it. John Wick was a surprise for me. 'cause
I think it was a surprise for everyone. If you
wasn't
haven't watched John Wick, go and watch it.
I
It's
wasn't
really good.
expecting it to be quite as good as it was.
And they've already confirmed John Wick 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've found, other than the robot from The Earth Stood Still, or whatever it was, the alien that
Gort.
he played. Yeah, I think they found his perfect
Oh no,
role.
Gort was the... Sorry.
I think they found Keanu Reeves' perfect role.
Yeah.
He plays it very well, and he suits
Apart
the role.
from Ted Theodore Logan, obviously.
Well, yeah, but you know, that goes without saying.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Welcome to Rome. Is this a formal event or a social affair?
Social.
How many buttons?
2.
And what style?
Tactical. Mr. Wick, do enjoy your party. How good to see you again so soon.
Yeah, it was a surprise. I was flicking past it, saw it, watched it. What first 10 minutes I was in for the whole movie. You know, it's great. The action scenes are great. It's really well shot.
It's very well acted.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
That's on my list.
You haven't seen John Wick?
No.
You haven't watched it yet?
No.
Go home and watch it tonight.
It's on my list.
What list?
My non-physical list that I've got on my computer.
What? This is the first time I've heard of it.
Oh no! Don't explain it again.
I don't need it explaining to me. I know what a list is.
Yeah.
No, you know what a list is. He doesn't.
I do know what a list is.
That's the difference.
A physical, non-physical list. That's the bit that's intriguing.
It's
The
not
physicality or non-physicality of your physical list.
Well, apparently it's not a physical list because I've got a list on my computer, so it's not physical.
Of course it is.
Oh, there you go.
No,
See,
it's
that's-
not. It's only physical when he prints it off.
No.
Yes.
It's physical.
It's not physical. It's a digital.
Gonna get physical. Sorry. Right, okay.
What are Power Rangers? Now, right, I am not a big fan of
I'm not.
Power
What do you mean
Rangers.
don't have?
Right?
I did.
Right, I'm not a big fan of Power Rangers. I've only ever watched the first episode when it in 1993. I don't know, whatever it was.
1886.
Whatever it was, when Sky first originally got it, and I thought, oh great, a Japanese TV show, and Sky put it on, it must be good.
Yeah.
And it was Power Rangers, and I'm like, I'm just going to go and watch Batman animated again. I've only ever watched the first episodes, and I think Raven wanted to watch the movie when that first came out, when he was like 2.
How did he want anything when he was 2?
Oh, he's very opinionated. He never shuts up.
I know, he never shuts up.
So I couldn't care less about this film.
Okay.
And then I watched that trailer for the new film,
Yeah.
the reboot.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good.
Did we watch the same trailer?
It does look really good.
It looks alright.
Now, whether or not they've edited it to look good,
yeah,
I know that sounds stupid, but they might be trying to promote it as something that it isn't.
Yeah, you can make a trailer look. You can make a film look great in a trailer and not good in real life. Real life.
Is to remind me of my screw up?
You know, I don't think we're ever going to understand each other. They're going to come here every Saturday just to graduate with all these other weirdos and criminals.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine.
So, this is where you come every Saturday instead of practice. Tragic.
It's happening!
I really, really want to like this movie because it has so much potential. I think the Power Rangers. I think it's another superhero movie. Really, it's a super team movie, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it has so much potential, but I don't think it's going to live up to it.
John, I think I'm of the same opinion as you because I think watching the trailer looks really, really good.
It looks great,
but it could end up being really cheesy.
Yeah, this is my fact. The level of cheese.
The difference is, I don't care about cheese. I
know.
really don't
In
care.
fact, you quite like it.
I do.
It gets cheesy and cheesier as the trailer goes along. But
how can you have a film about a group of teenagers who find a massive robotic dinosaur and not be cheesy?
What was that movie with the kids who've got superpowers and they filmed it on their camera?
Super 8, was it?
No,
I know the one you mean.
But there you go.
Yeah, but that was a bit too dark.
I like that. That's what I like. Right?
Okay.
It has to have that element
of realism.
Well, not realism, but for me to be invested in a show like that, I have to feel it. You know, I mean, and that's why I'm so excited about the Star Wars stuff because I know it so well and I'm so invested in it. And it's a new IP. I mean, it's not a new IP really, but it's for me it is because I've never watched Power Rangers before. So it has to have something that's going to get me and drag me in. And if there isn't that level of darkness, or not necessarily darkness, but peril, you need to feel for them.
Basically what you're saying is, I'm an adult, goddammit, and I expect adult content.
I want children's movies, but made for adults.
Yeah, that's exactly what you just said.
That's what I want. I've just explained to you what I want. I mean, it's probably going to be a great movie.
I wouldn't go that far.
If I didn't, just because I don't like it, doesn't mean it's not good. I am wrong. I have been known to be wrong before.
You have quite a lot.
Yeah, quite often.
Yeah,
but I'll watch it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to watch it when it comes
I watch
down.
movies. So
yeah, right. Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's another Pirates
number
movie.
5.
It
I'm not
has
keeping track.
Is it number 5?
Javier Bardem.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem.
That's the guy with the teeth, isn't
That's
it?
the guy with the teeth. Yeah, the teeth.
Stop
And the
saying
hair.
teeth.
Blonde hair. I like the look of it. I mean, the trailer doesn't reveal a great deal.
Graham, stop doing that.
I like pirates.
Well, you can't really go wrong with pirates, can you?
No, probably not.
You can't, not really.
No.
Name a pirate film.
I can't name that many pirate movies, really.
Well, there was loads in the 50s.
I'm not as old as you, Rob.
Thanks, mate.
That's all right. Yeah, it looks really good. The trailer looks really good. I love... One thing I picked out on the trailer that I really like is the way that the main character, or the baddie, Javier Bardem, the dude with the teeth. he constantly looks like he's underwater, so his hair's all flowing like he's underwater. It's great. I love little touches like that.
They finished filming it ages ago.
Yeah,
but
so
it looks like every
heavily,
shot in there is like CG.
Yeah. So they've had a lot of post.
Yes. Okay, what else? I watched Last Man on Earth. Have you heard about this?
Is this the Charlton Heston?
No.
Last
It's a
Man on
TV
Earth?
show that is called The Last Man on Earth. It's a comedy thing. It goes on for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's not based on...
It's not based on anything
Last Man on
whatsoever.
Earth,
No.
Whatever that Will Smith one was.
No. I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, yeah.
Nothing to do with that whatsoever. Okay. It's literally everyone dies except for one guy. And it's what he does.
Cool.
And over the course of the first series, you find out he's not actually the last man on Earth.
That's a false advertising.
That's a construct.
Oh, I know.
I know. Complaint.
I'm going to make an official complaint.
An official complaint. Yeah. But it's all right. It's pretty good. I like it.
It sounds like something odd. Who is it? A British, American?
No, it's American.
Okay. Are they well-known actors?
No, hardly. You see them in there, and it's like it's sort of like I know that face. Where have I seen that face before?
So TV actors.
Yes, cool. Basically. But it's worth watching. It's mental, and he goes insane because he's on his own for months and months and months and months and months, and he just goes insane. So he just starts blowing cars up, and he needs to go down to the corner shop, so he gets the stealth bomber, and drives that, and just really random weird stuff.
All right, I might give that a go actually.
But they get these big name actors in there.
Yeah.
Like Will Ferrell's in it.
Yeah.
And he lasts like 10 seconds and he drops dead.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
It's really bizarre, weird stuff. But it's worth watching. It's a quirky... There's only 2 seasons of it. You can blitz him in a couple of days. Okay. It doesn't take a lot. Right, the other thing that I've started watching is Manhattan.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
No.
It's not... It's geeky in a different way. It's based on the Manhattan Project.
Okay.
So it's more of a drama.
Yeah.
And it's based around the scientists who developed it.
Yeah.
So it's a group of scientists all competing for attention under Oppenheimer.
Uh-huh.
So if you're a history geek, it's like, oh wow, there's lots of little references in there that you can get.
Yeah.
It's quite good fun. On like episode 6, I think. It's a bit heavy going, but as a drama, it's quite good fun.
Cool.
It's nice. It's good. I'm going to finish it. But there's 2 seasons of that as well, and that's on Amazon.
Okay.
So it's easily accessible.
Yep.
That's cool. Okay, go on then. Westworld. Episode 2.
It was really good.
Right, if you haven't watched episode 2, go and watch it because we're bound to spoil something.
We are gonna talk about this every week. So
yes. I know lots of people that are watching this.
I do too. Everybody.
I've been hyping
I'll tell you who isn't. James.
Really?
He's waiting.
What
until he gets the sound system back for the show.
And then he's going to watch him on the big screen.
Until they finish watching Mr. Robot, and when they finish watching all the other stuff they're watching. Sorry, I digress.
Go on, episode 2. Go on.
It was better than the first one.
You reckon?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, it was incredible. I loved it. Again, watched it about 3 times. Everyone here's seen it?
Yep.
Yeah. There was some little things in there that I want to talk to you about later on when we've discussed it a little bit more. Just some things that I picked up on that I didn't pick up on the first time that I watched it. First of all, though, is this a sequel to the movie? Do you think this is a sequel to the movie?
I still think yes.
This incident, isn't there, that they talk about happening over 30 years ago.
They're heavily hinting it.
They've only suggested that there was an incident.
Yes.
The last incident was over 30 years ago. The film was over 30 years ago.
Yes.
Also, the dude in black.
Yeah.
He's been coming to the park for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a maze.
Yes.
We found out.
Yes.
I thought he was just going crazy.
The droids know where the entrance is.
And not only that, it seemed to me like they remembered him.
Yes.
When he took
the little girl.
When he took that guy back to his hometown.
That was a really hard scene to watch.
It was great, but did you recognise the actor? Have you seen... I can't remember what the film's called now. It's the one with Casey Affleck, I think. Is it 66 or something? It's a number, I think, where they...
22.
They rob a bank. There's a load of policemen that rob a bank.
1,023,466.
But they shoot a cop to get the attention out.
200.
Oh, you're a beep.
300.
I beeped myself. Anyway, it was him. He's really good, but he's pretty well unknown. You know, he kind of sneaks under the radar a lot. But yeah, it seemed like he remembered them. It was almost like you say to him, "Can you go home? You know, you can go home now." As if
like the bit
when
the girl turned
around. It was almost like when her life was threatened. It was almost like she had a blank expression on her face, as though some sort of protocol kicked in, which would then
maybe something's already been programmed into them in the past to recognise him now. Maybe this is all planned.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
But does it have something to do with this black thing that is in the desert?
Yeah, what is that?
That tower thing.
It looks like the top of a church.
Yes. That's what. Yeah.
And he's talking about going down a level.
Yes.
So it could be below.
Well, you had that shot, didn't you, of someone coming up the escalator?
Yeah.
And there's...
It seems like there's
like 80 levels.
Oh, that looked like it was more like a big, massive apartment block, like a big tower block.
Yeah, but where they store the old robots or whatever they are, seems to be old derelict places.
Yes, that they've used in the past.
They've used in the past.
Almost like a big, massive shopping
In fact,
mall.
what it reminded me of was the time tunnel. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was exactly the same shot of like looking down at a really massive complex.
See, my thoughts were when I saw that, I had exactly the same thought. It was like the top of a church, and that something is buried underneath.
Yeah.
Like Westworld. That was there before.
Yeah, like where the incident was. Maybe.
Yeah, there was one shot of when they looked down the main street.
Yeah.
And it looked identical to the one out of the movie.
Yeah.
It really did, because I had to pause it and say to Raven, "Is that the same town?"
Yeah.
It's from the movie, because it looked. I know they all kind of look the same, but whether that was deliberate or they've, made this town look like the original one from the movie, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I think if there's gonna be the original Westworld place, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're gonna do that.
And
that'd be so cool.
That's what sort of my thought with the
tower.
That it's buried
also
in that area.
They can wake themselves up, apparently.
Yes, from out of a dream.
You saw that coming, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you ever want to explain to someone what a Chekhov's gun is, that was a Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
In Act 2, she says, if you ever want to wake up from a nightmare, just count backwards from 3. In Act 4, she does it.
Yes. Same thing happened in this week's, the first episode of Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "What does that button do?" And he goes, "Oh, that's so-and-so."
Yeah,
and I immediately said to Raven, "Well, that's going to happen." Later on in the series. And Raven's like, "No, that's going to happen later." And it did. Like 10 minutes later, it happened.
Yeah.
So that's a big ding ding. There it is. Everyone, look at this bit.
Another thing I picked up on, I think it was maybe the first episode, that they don't wipe their memory.
No, they record over it.
They record over it.
Yeah, so it's all still there.
I mean, how hard drives work now anyway?
Yeah, so if they have...
Memories are there.
Yeah, so if they remember the weird stuff or the sick stuff that's happened to them, it's just a nightmare.
Which is what happened to Abernathy on the first episode. He kept sort of reverting back to little bits and pieces, like the Shakespeare...
Yeah, because obviously he had different characters. So all that data is still there. All those memories, everything is still there. They can access it, I guess, if they want to, or if they find a way to.
So it would also explain the flashbacks that she was having with the Native Americans
Yes.
In the
Yeah, but he was there, wasn't he? The man in black.
Yes. Well, was he? Because it was one of the Native Americans that was
No,
stalking
he was
around the
definitely there
windows.
because he got his knife.
Yeah, no,
out.
there was a Native American stalking around the windows, and then as he got up to the door and opened it,
maybe she's
it was
merging
then-
memories together.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Don't know.
I like his gun though.
Yeah.
And that is a real gun.
And
That is an 1861 or something.
It's a 9-shot with a rifle cartridge in the middle.
A shotgun. Yeah.
But apparently they stopped making them because they were notoriously fickle for actually doing what they're supposed to do, which is shooting a bullet at somebody rather than blowing up in your hand.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you hold your gun together with a shotgun round, it's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah, it was
so.
brilliant.
Right, cards on the table.
Yeah.
Right, if you had to pick one of the human characters, that's actually a robot.
Yeah.
Because one of them's bound to be.
Well, we've only,
which one do you reckon?
We haven't really
Hopkins,
seen. What you mean?
What,
including ones that aren't in the park?
Whatever, I don't know, but I guarantee you, someone that's being portrayed as a human, whether working behind the scenes or
The boss.
Yeah.
What, the old guy?
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, I would have gone for him as well.
Because he has died, but he has something to do, so he's made himself.
Maybe that's
and put
in
his
the church
and put his memories into his own brain or whatever. Because he has that whole scene where he's going up that elevator, which is obviously his. This is his secret project.
It's very Willy Wonka, isn't it?
It is very. But that kid he was talking to was a robot.
Yes.
And I didn't pick up on that the first time.
Didn't you?
No.
What?
I don't know why. I think maybe I got distracted by a
squirrel.
A shiny object. I don't know. But he says you're not going to come back here again. He drops his stick, turns around and walks off.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that.
See, I thought when he was doing that, I thought maybe the boy was a figment of his imagination. He was actually talking to a younger version of himself in his head.
That's
the impression that I got. And then when he turned around and said, "Oh, you're not going to come back here again,"
Yeah,
and then
so-
he dropped the stick round. Oh, right, okay.
But you
so
Maybe he did though. Maybe that was, if he is a robot, maybe that's him telling himself, "You're not going to go back to this point again."
But he must go there every day because that's what
Don't
they
know.
do. They go to the same place every day. But he came across as one of the newcomers because he said, "Oh,
Yeah.
my dad. We came here with my dad. He said you can do whatever you want, but it's boring.
There's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do." So, that was a weird, and also the way he controlled the snake. So I'm assuming he can control
Little
all.
Jedi mind
he can
trick.
control all of them like that. There are hand signals to control all of those robots.
See, now I've got a picture of Anthony Hopkins stood in the middle of the town, just directing all of the robots to massacre everyone.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a massive puppet master.
Yeah. But it's interesting. It's definitely got me.
Yep.
I
think it's somebody said to me, do you think it's better than Game of Thrones? And not at the moment, but I think
has potential.
It's definitely going to be. You
Yeah,
give it
it's-
another couple of
It's
years.
definitely going to be up there, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
The thing that I find most intriguing about it, though, is the story of the robots.
Yeah, and if you watch the original film, mankind, they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, they're scumbags.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as this. You know, people just... You know, like Cyclops was at the bar, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and the guy just tries to shoot him. Like, I've never had so much fun. You know, and people just like step over the body.
Yeah.
You know, they've seen it all before. And I think things like that are going to get even worse and worse and worse, and it'll end up... They won't just rebel, they're going to revolt. You know, they're going to... No, you're the oppressors, we're the oppressee, we're going to overthrow you.
It showed you in the first episode that they can break protocol because she killed a living creature.
So, and lied about it as well.
And said she never would. And then she did.
Yeah.
So, that is...
I think I'm going to watch them all as they come out.
And then watch them all again. And
Just
then,
once.
And again.
And then wait till all of them are out, and then I'll binge watch the whole series again.
Normally the way I do shows like this, with Game of Thrones in particular, we get everyone round and we'll watch the episode before and then we'll watch this week's. So normally we watch 2 episodes a week, but the one we watched last week and then the new one. So we always watch two episodes, an episode twice.
Yeah.
But this has just got me. I can't not. I want to go and watch it now.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
So what were the hidden songs this week then?
One was
another Soundgarden one.
No, Radiohead.
That was it. Radiohead. Yeah,
one was Radiohead.
I didn't hear the other one.
There was definitely another one, but I couldn't make it out.
I think that I only recognised the Radiohead one.
Don't know. In the salon.
The one with the cowboys.
In the salon.
In the salon.
While he was getting his hair cut.
Hair.
I would think, as he's in charge, I think he would have a few old models of robots going around.
Who?
The boss.
Well, he has that guy, didn't he? He had
Yeah.
that guy he got up to drink with him, who's one of the oldest.
Yes.
Who was that supposed to be?
Who was it supposed to be?
Yeah, it was supposed to be somebody.
Oh, was
I
it?
can't remember what it was. I've got Wild Bill Hickok in my head for some reason. It's not him. Yeah, some Wild West.
Yeah,
hero. Then that would be interesting. Are they basing these on proper people?
Proper people.
Proper people.
You mean like how the Terminator was? Like how
Terminator?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, they did a normal guy and turned him into one, didn't they? Like they took the model of him. Is that what you're talking about?
No. What I mean is, like the guy that you just said,
basing them on actual,
basing them on actual
characters
factual historical people. I don't know. They might be.
Could do.
Maybe they did in the past because they have done other things, haven't they? So.
I'll just going back quickly. I quite like the fact with the British guy, and he's like, "And here's our new story."
Yeah,
and he goes, "No."
That guy is really annoying.
He is my least favourite.
Yeah, but I think they've done that on purpose.
I really don't.
Yeah. Episode 3 or 4, he's going to get his head ripped off or something. And everybody's going to go, "Yes, you deserve that, you sod."
Yeah.
Like I have a few ideas where it's going.
Go on then.
Like I think Anthony Hopkins. I think he's got Westworld, the original one, and he's also got the original robots who he goes and sees, and that's where he works on stuff. And then, well, they're all going to rebel. But I think the guy in black is the original main character from the first one who survives, and he's getting off because they're reopening everything, and they killed his friend.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It would cross everything over.
I don't know.
I like that idea though. That he.
Yeah, I like that.
But then,
I didn't thought that.
No, he's about the right age.
Yeah, maybe that would be nice.
How old was the main character though? Before the guy who survived, not the main character.
He was probably 35.
Maybe he'd be a bit young then, because he'd be about 60, 70 now.
Mind you, Ed Harris is
late 50s.
60s.
He's nailed it though as well. Actually, nailed that character.
Yes,
he's great.
Yep. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch episode 3 because we're going to talk about it next week.
Yeah, it's on tomorrow.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Return of the Cape Crusaders.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Is it out?
It is out.
Oh, we'll go and watch it later then.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it is excellent. At one point, I forgot I was watching the cartoon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And there are certain things that I've been able to do because it's a cartoon that they weren't able to do during the original 1966 run.
Yeah.
But yeah, the voice actors that I've got.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got Adam West and Burt Ward that are portraying Batman and Robin, and Julie Newmar as Catwoman. There's a really good bit during the 1966 run. There were 3 different actresses that played Catwoman. There's a nice little bit in there that plays homage to those.
No, we're going to watch that later.
The voice actors that do Joker, Riddler, and Penguin are brilliant as well. Pretty much spot on to the original actors.
We'll watch that later and we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that is everything that we've watched.
Yeah.
You think of anything else?
I watched Suicide Squad.
Oh, right.
Finally.
How did you manage that, Adam?
It. I really liked it.
Because you didn't borrow my time machine.
I didn't borrow your time machine, no. I watched it somehow.
You watched it and you enjoyed it?
DVD?
People still buy DVDs? He doesn't know. Betamax. It was on Betamax.
It was on Betamax. I rented it from Blockbuster.
Yeah, I really actually quite enjoyed it. I thought I would. I don't tend to listen to what people say about stuff. I'd always make my own mind up. But I liked it. I liked the Joker. I thought he did a really good job.
It's a good interpretation.
He was sufficiently crazy.
Sufficiently Joker enough.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't. You could see a little bit of Heath Ledger's Joker in it, but also he's way more uncontrolled.
Yeah.
And again in the timeline, the actual cinematic timeline. This is obviously set after. Well, when is it set?
It's
Is it
set after Dawn
Batman
of
Superman?
Justice, isn't it?
Because the Flash is in it.
I think the bits with Batman in, I think is set before Dawn of Justice, but the bits with Suicide Squad is set after Dawn of Justice.
I really liked it. Half of the film is exposition, you know, setting the team up, showing you who they are, what they do.
But that's the fun bit.
I like it. Again, I've watched it twice. You know, so yeah, I liked it. I think it was really good.
The only problem is they narrowed down the death of Jason Todd. If you really look into it.
Yeah, see, that's another thing as well. Is what is that all about? Is that a reference to the death of Jason Todd by the Joker?
What bit are we talking about?
The
costume?
The costume in the thing, yeah.
What, the joke's on you?
Yeah. I don't know the history, so.
Well, when the death.
I mean, it's obviously, it seems like it's written by the
right. Okay,
Joker.
the death of Jason Todd happened in Death in the Family, which was done in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where the Joker beat him to death with a crowbar.
Yeah.
Jason Todd then came back to life through the Lazarus Pits and is now Red Hood.
Yeah.
There's a petition online to get Shia LaBeouf to play Jason Todd.
Why Shia LaBeouf?
Because he'd be brilliant.
Don't get me wrong, I like Shia LaBeouf.
That's an awesome bit of casting.
Really?
Well, he's insane, isn't he?
Both of them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, he's made for that role. Yeah. And there is an online petition to get Warner Brothers to sign him up to do it.
Are there plans to do it?
Well, the fact that they've put the costume in there and they've written on there, the joke's on you, which means the Joker did do it, I reckon, yes, they're going to at least tell that side of the story at some point.
Cool.
Now, whether or not they're saving it for the Batman solo stories or the Justice League or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I would have thought they're definitely going to do something with it.
Okay.
Because I was actually thinking, put all the information together, I think I figured out how long that Batman was retired for.
See, this is how much time Raven's got.
Yeah.
He's a teenager.
Suicide Squad really fits that. Because if you think about it, you know when they're introducing the characters and it goes down the side and what they've done?
Yeah.
It says for Harley that she was with the Joker when it happened. But then if you think about it, how long do you think their relationship went on for, Joker and Harley's? Around about a year maybe at the most?
Don't know.
So if you take that and then...
But how do you know that?
Well, because it all jumps together and it's right there. That they're the new kings and queens. They haven't been there that long. So if you think about it, in Batman v Superman, there is a bit at the beginning in Metropolis, and then they jump 8 months to where it begins.
Oh, okay.
And he had the costume in the case. So that means Batman was only in retirement from after Jason Todd's death to Batman v Superman for about 2 months.
Oh, I reckon Raven's figured there's a hole in this logic somewhere on behalf of Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him that.
Don't tell him. Jesus, you break the space-time continuum.
Maybe Batman's got a time machine.
Yeah, maybe he has, eh?
Like he just sits back and says, "Okay, I'm taking back." Oh crap, an alien.
yeah, all that.
Right, I'm retiring from work, but I'll start back again on Monday.
Monday morning, yeah. Again, the Batman bits were great. It's good to see Ben Affleck again as Batman. I like Ben Affleck.
He's brilliant. He's gone straight to the top of my.
But not
he's
only
the
that,
best Batman.
Not only is he the best Batman, he's definitely the best Bruce Wayne.
Yes, he is.
Definitely. And I also think that who's the guy who plays Alfred in Batman Superman? It's
Jeremy Irons.
I think he's absolutely brilliant as it.
He is cool.
That is one thing I do like about Gotham is I like Alfred in Gotham.
Yes.
I like Sean Pertwee. I've always liked Sean Pertwee.
Who should go back to Doctor Who.
But Jeremy Irons, he feels like that hardened ex-Special Forces guy that he should be.
Yes.
And that they're more friends than they are. He's not necessarily his butler.
Yes.
You know, he was his protector.
Yeah.
As opposed to just his butler.
They're more like partners type thing.
Yeah.
In
I
fact,
like
the Alfred in Dawn of Justice is very much like the Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond.
Oh, okay.
You know, when in the future and there's like Batman who's old and he's in the Batcave and he's directing things from there. That's very much what that's like.
Yeah, I like that. Suicide Squad was a winner for me.
Cool, excellent.
I also watched Star Trek, the new Star Trek that you were talking about.
Yes.
I liked that as well.
Good.
I really liked it, in fact.
Yeah, I did. I really liked it.
It was funny. Too much Simon Pegg.
Well, he wrote it.
I know.
Of course you're going to put yourself in there.
I know, that's the thing. But you know, he kind of annoys. I like Simon Pegg, but the Scottish accent, it's not great. And that just annoys me again. I don't know why.
Well, the Scottish accent was never great in the original series,
No,
either, was it?
No.
There's...
You can't take it, Captain. That's like, what?
There's one scene that sums it up for me.
What, in the new movie?
No, it sums up the new movie.
Okay.
But the scene is from Red Dwarf.
Okay.
Right?
What?
Right.
Okay.
Hey, what?
Right, there's
The
an
new
episode,
Red Dwarf?
right, well, no, it's not one.
Okay.
There's an episode of Red Dwarf where they take a luck virus.
Yes.
Right? It's... Rimmer's got Hollow whatever it is, right? And he's trying to kill him, Mr. Flibbles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Right? And Lister's taken the luck virus, and they're like, right, we need a lead to connect us. And he goes, no, there it is.
Yeah, no,
you know, oh, right, now we need a central blah, 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 blah for this. And he goes, oh, there it is, because he's taken a luck virus.
Yeah.
That's what Star Trek was.
Yeah, they do.
And I know that it's Star Trek, and I know all of that, and I love Star Trek, but it was like, right, we need an escape plan. Oh, there's a spaceship, we just tripped over it. It's been here for ages.
Yeah.
You know, and...
Oh, look, she's made it invisible.
Yes.
But one thing I did really like was the fact that they had no Enterprise. I like the fact that they were on the planet.
Yeah, I like that.
The off-ship thing.
But they spoilt that in the trailer. You saw it getting destroyed in the trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer.
So I knew it was coming.
I didn't.
If I didn't know that bit of information, I would have probably enjoyed it more.
I thought they were going to be on planet for longer. I didn't see the trailer, so I thought...
Alright, there's a lesson there. Don't watch
Don't
trailers.
watch trailers. Especially if they're... Prometheus. I liked the new character. I thought she was brilliant.
Yes.
She was great. I liked her in Kingsman.
I didn't realise that was the same one.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
No,
really
I
good.
didn't.
Yeah.
Gazelle, wasn't it? She played in Kingsman?
Yeah, the lady with the sword legs.
Yes.
Yes.
Which they're filming Kingsman too.
Yes. That I'm looking forward
even though
to.
we're not talking about it, I enjoyed the Kingsman. I didn't
Yeah, it's
expect
very
to.
good.
I think it was really good.
Anna, have you read the comics that it's based on?
No.
Which has got nothing to do with the movie whatsoever.
Well,
but it's equally as good.
Yes, it's fantastic. Read it.
Okay.
If you get the opportunity, read it.
We
It's
should
really
get
good.
them in actually, because we tell them.
Talking about reading stuff.
Right, this week's read, which I'm really enjoying this. Right now, anyone of a nervous disposition, and I've been looking forward to talking about this all week.
No.
Right, you might want to turn it off now because there will be a fair bit of bleeping in this bit.
Yeah. Get that bleep button ready.
Yeah.
Although
mainly because the bad guy in it is called Horse.
Yes. But you don't have to say that.
What, Horse?
No, I'm pretty sure you sent me a message to say that there's
Right,
going to be a lot of bleeping because you're going to say his name quite often.
Who? Horse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, after we did the podcast last week, right, we all went home and literally within half an hour of me getting in, Graham's messaging me going, what the hell have you got me reading? And I'm like, how far into it are you? And he's like, 7 issues. How much have you read? It's not a race.
No, that's 3/3 of the way through.
Yeah.
3/4.
He couldn't put it down.
Have you read The Boys?
No.
Okay, so you didn't know what to expect.
No, I had no idea. I was like, what is it, about 3 or 4 pages down? I'm like, holy
It's the second page. Second page.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Like,
Just so people know what we're talking about. This week we read Volume 1 of Crossed, which is a post-apocalyptic. Could you call
it's
it that?
dystopian.
Is it dystopian?
Well, it's not even dystopian. It's fine.
Right, basically...
Until page 2.
Yes, everything's fine till page 2. There's a virus that is created. They don't go into how, why, where, when, whatever. It's just appeared. It's very Walking Dead-y type.
Yeah.
And what this virus does, it doesn't kill you. It burns across into your face and it removes all morals.
Yeah, all
whatsoever.
your inhibitors
Yeah,
that
everything's
stop you
gone.
doing things you shouldn't be doing.
Yes, and they deliberately wrote it to shock people.
Yes.
The company that did it was Avatar, which are renowned for being very adult-orientated comics.
Cool, aren't they just?
It's written by Garth Ennis, who's one of my personal favourite writers. He's brilliant. If it's written by Garth Ennis, I will read it because I know I'm going to I'm going to enjoy it. The artwork is brilliant by Jason Burrows, and you start watching it. You start reading it, and you just don't know where it's going to go. They have no problems with killing off major characters in hideous ways. They've got no problems with doing things that will make your stomach turn. There's been a few bits in The Walking Dead, the torture bit with the governor and Michonne spring to mind.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy read.
No, not at all.
But that is about 10 pages.
But it's a massive payoff at the end.
It's a massive payoff.
They did it.
Crossed is like that through the entire thing.
Yeah.
It's unrelenting.
It's relentless, yeah.
It is relentless.
Yeah.
Growing up, it's one of the only things that I've never let Raven read.
Yes.
I can see why.
There's a lot of stuff
until now
that I would let him read. Like The Walking Dead, I said, all right, Raven I think was 14, when he read it.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, there you go, read that. And he's now 16, nearly 17. And I only let him read this 3 months ago. But even 18, 21-year-olds, there's even like 30-year-olds that would read this and go, no, you're sick and twisted, I don't want to read that.
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend it to hardly anyone, to be honest with you. I've sold a copy today, actually. I only recommend it to people who say to me, I love The Walking Dead, but it doesn't go far enough.
Yeah.
Right, if that's the case, you need to read this.
Yeah.
And it's Walking Dead on steroids.
Yes, it is, yes.
Basically. But don't read it thinking that you're gonna love it, because it's a difficult read. But saying all that, I quite enjoyed it.
I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did.
Well, you've spent all day reading it.
Well, I'm a slow reader. What can I say? I look at the pictures. I like the little pictures. It's graphic, to say the least.
Really?
I'm not.
I've never noticed.
I'm not a big fan of, just graphic violence just for graphic violence sake. But it works in that comic book. It is absolutely outlandish.
Yes.
And ridiculous.
Well, like the fact that the bad guy's called Horse because he beats people to
with
death.
A horse.
The horse.
Yeah.
It fits.
It does fit. You're right. Yeah. Well done, Rob. But it's written so well. I love the fact that on the very first page, it almost mocks itself.
Yeah.
Because it's talking about the YouTube generation, the fact that nothing shocks you, and everything is fake. You just instantly assume everything is fake.
Yeah.
And I like that, and that's what really kept me going for that first couple of pages. It's
until the violence started.
I like graphic. I like violence in comics. You know that. I'm a Punisher. Marvel Max is one of my favourite comics ever.
Because you grew up watching Tom and Jerry.
It is. Maybe not that. Hellraiser is probably more like it.
Yeah.
It's so well. It looks very Walking Dead. The art is very reminiscent of The Walking Dead. The artist is brilliant. Who was it who did it?
Jason Burrows.
Yeah, he's great.
I met him. He's really nice.
Yeah, you said. It's
sick.
It is sick. But it does get better and better as it goes on, because you start noticing the graphic nature of the comic.
Yeah.
And start getting involved with the characters in the comic.
Oh yeah, you really get invested with the characters, and when they die in some horrific way, it's like, oh.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is volume 1. They're up to volume 24.
And that is ridiculous, because that is a 10-issue trade, that.
Yes, it's thick.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got in the first 3.
Yes.
Volume 3 is called Psychopath. Yeah. Now, they don't follow on from each other. No. So volume 2 does not follow on from volume 1.
And it's written and drawn by other people.
It's different creative teams. They basically created the universe in this story. And then they go off and they do different aspects, like even different countries and counties in America. Now the third one is called Psychopath. Boy, is that strong.
Is that the one you showed me today earlier?
Yes.
Yes, it is, yes. Quite strong.
No, that's volume 2.
Oh, is it? It's worse than that?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
volume 3 is it's set in the cross universe, but it revolves around one guy and he's a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a psychopath obviously who isn't infected.
Okay.
And it's strong stuff. Go on.
There's definitely no holds barred, is there?
No.
Right, now have you ever read anything like that?
No.
Now I warned you that. I tried to warn you.
You still gave it to me to read though, didn't you?
Yes, you did.
You have to read this.
Yeah, on pain of death. Yeah, to be honest with you, I can't. I don't know how to sum it up, to be honest.
It's difficult.
I did enjoy it.
Sicko.
It's very shocking. It's one of those ones.
But it's designed to shock you.
Yeah. You turn the page and you go, "Oh my Christ!" There. I mean, there's I think it's a double page on there, and I just looked at that and I thought, Christ Almighty, is it? Because you'd said before that the third volume was even worse. And I'm looking at this double page spread and I'm going like, how can anything be worse than this?
Because I think the reason why it's shocking is in your head, and even though we all have, you know, weird ideas, whatever, you think to yourself, how can someone think that up?
Yeah.
Let alone draw it.
They've got the amount of time that they've taken to actually, right, okay, I've got this concept in my head. I'm going to draw this.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be coloured. Then somebody's going to write some words on it. Then we're going to publish it. At some point, surely someone should have turned around and gone like, no, I think we've gone a bit far on it.
Right. There was a story that Garth Ennis, there was an interview, and somebody asked that question, how far is too far? Now, Garth Ennis went back and he did a couple of others. And he said he deliberately did one he thought would never be published. And he gave it to the publisher, because apparently there's one guy who owns Avatar Comics, and he says yay or nay to everything. That's why they do quite a lot of weird, random adult content, because it's just one guy and he's paying for it. So he deliberately wrote it to see how far he could go, and he gave it to the guy, expecting the guy to go, I'm sorry, we can't do that. And he just went, all right, let's do it. And they printed it, you know, and it's, oh my god. But it's horrific.
I mean, is it absolutely...
If this was a film,
that wouldn't
I
get
couldn't
made.
watch it.
I don't think that would even be made. That wouldn't get past.
It couldn't be.
No.
But Adam came up with a really good point earlier. There is nothing on this trade paperback to say, do not sell it to children. You know, as in mature title only.
No,
There's
there.
nothing.
Really?
So, Raven.
Have we read all of them by now?
Yeah, of course. Secretly.
Yeah.
What did you think then?
Well, it was quite screwed up.
Yeah.
I thought it would go a lot further.
Oh, okay.
It does go further.
Okay.
Are you traumatised?
If I read any more, I probably will be.
Do you? Okay. Would you want to read more?
Yes, if I had the time.
You've loads of time.
You're a
I know.
teenager.
Then
We've
probably-
been through
yeah.
this. We're ready to.
Yeah, but when we have to cut down on Rebirth, there's tons of that stuff.
That is true.
Yeah, but it's like, how many hours did you spend playing GTA 5 the other day?
I don't know.
In one day?
It all blurred.
That is a real.
You spent the whole day.
That's fine. That's what it's
He
there
was
for.
flying along in a helicopter, and I
Yeah.
went, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" And he went, "Nothing. I'm just
flying.
along. I'm wasting time."
Yeah, there you go.
I was waiting for a time to go down to accept a mission.
See?
It's alright. Battlefield 1 will be out soon. Don't worry about it.
Oh God. Right. So you read more.
Yeah, but I do this. I started having it a few years ago, but when I read comics, when a villain comes up, I'm like reading what they say out loud.
Okay.
And then when
You
this
do voices.
So you read Paul's lines out loud.
Every morning to bed, I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun.
I'll show you the bit that made me laugh.
There's some really funny bits in there, and you shouldn't. It's like I shouldn't be laughing at this,
No.
but I am.
I knew that bit towards the end. That bit towards the end when he was kicking his dog. I knew that was coming, and I was just waiting for it. And
That's that's the double page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the page I went. Yeah, fine, I
did. So we all enjoyed it, at least on a certain
See,
level.
now I've been trying to get these in for a couple of weeks because I wanted you to read them.
Yeah.
And you're
Right.
also sick.
And it could have gone spectacularly wrong. You know, and I've known you guys for, a few years now.
Yeah.
But you really could have turned around and gone, I'm not even coming in here anymore. This is, you've pushed it too far.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest with you, I mean, as you said, that they get worse as they go along. I'm not sure if I read the next one, whether I would then read another one after that or not, or whether I'd get to a point where
Enough's enough.
Enough's enough, or whether you slowly start to get desensitised by it.
Yeah, you do.
But I think it depends, because you don't know what's actually coming up in there. So there could be something that would absolutely turn my stomach and make me think, no, that they've gone too far with that.
Well, I've gone up to volume 6, I think. It's one of those that if there's nothing coming out, and I might go, all right, I'll get another one in. But I know people that have gone full whack. That's all they read. And you're like, yeah, says a lot about
I'd
your
read
state of mind.
If it... Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So now is that why they call him Face?
No.
If it was a continuation of the story, I would read more.
But he does continue at some point.
Yeah, but that's not nearly...
Yeah, because
I don't want to jump off into another story. I just want to... I'd like to quite like to...
Well, they did do a crossed... They called it Crossed 100. So there's 2 ongoing titles coming out a month.
Oh, okay.
And the Crossed 100 was just ongoing.
Okay.
So it follows the same group or the same characters, as they go through whatever it is.
Yeah. It is Walking Dead, essentially.
No, it's not.
Just with weird stuff in it.
No.
Apart from the fact that they're not zombies, they're intelligent. Or there are some that are.
It's taken to the extreme.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's times like this that make me think that maybe I'm a sociopath. Because it really doesn't bother me.
That's the sort of thing that would worry me. It's like, if you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of that and you think, this is great. How screwed up are you going to be by the time you get to the end of that and think that, it's a bit like the computer game thing, isn't it? If you're wandering around shooting people for 6 or 7 hours a day, at what point are you going to end up doing that?
I would just like to point out for the listeners that Adam just pointed at Raven.
No, Adam just should.
But, would that translate with the comics? All right, it's a drawn picture. It's come out of somebody's head. Like a computer game does. But at what point is somebody going to start going like, oh yeah, well this happened because they red crossed?
Well, I mean, I'm not a bit... obviously, I don't believe that really happens.
No,
I don't.
If you're
going to do it...
You're going to do it, yeah. It is an excuse. It's the whole playing records backwards thing, isn't it? It's just, It's absolutely... It's a witch hunt, really.
You're either going to do it or you're not.
The allocation of blame.
Yeah, but the story is really quite good.
Yeah, it is.
It's a really good story, and the characters are really well written and fleshed out.
Yeah.
Some of them are really fleshed out.
Yeah, literally, yeah. It's just a shame that it doesn't carry on from there, like directly.
Yeah. Now, before we move on, one of the ones that they did, it was a standalone story, and I got James to order it in for me. It was a crossed hardback in 3D.
Oh, okay. Well,
so you had to put 3D glasses
green
on.
And red, whatever.
Yeah,
nice.
That was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Horse.
Just get that in there once more. Why not?
Do they ever actually follow those characters again, or is that it?
No, I think they do go back to those characters. I couldn't tell you what one it's in. I don't know, but yes, they go back to some of those characters.
Yeah, I was having a look on Wikipedia about and sort of looking at some of the ins and outs of that, and they do sort of jump around a bit, don't they? I think there's one where they actually do the origin of where the crossed virus actually started from.
Yeah.
I think if I remember rightly, it started in England.
Might be. Don't know.
Them crazy English football hooligans.
Maybe.
It's always the football hooligans.
Right. So thumbs up.
Yeah.
Sort of middling to up.
Yeah. I mean, it really didn't affect me in that kind of way. The only reason I was shocked is because they actually got it printed. That's the thing that surprised me.
Yeah.
The images themselves,
You're never going to read that in an Image or a DC or a Marvel or Dynamite or anything.
Or in a room with other people.
No, this is... In fact, the copy that I sold today, I did tell him you need to put that on a shelf very high and put it in a bag, and no one needs to see this.
Yes.
When I took my copy to London to get signed, my friend said, "Oh, what's that?" and then proceeded to read the whole thing on the train going up there while shouting out, "Ha, horse."
Well, the cover is pretty unassuming.
Shut up!
The cover is pretty unassuming.
Yes.
And like we said, there are no warnings on it.
No, there isn't. But if you like sick and twisted stuff like us, I think...
If you like horse get it in there.
Each to their own. Right, next week.
Oh, here we go.
We are reading Ultimates Volume 1.
Okay.
This is what it's Gods and Monsters. So this is what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is based on.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yes? Right,
yes.
So that's next week's read. Right, quickly going through what is coming out next week. We have Batman number 10, Civil War 2 Kingpin number 4, Dark Knight Master Race number 6. Been waiting ages for that. Deadpool Back in Black number 2. Deadpool Too Soon number 1. What's that, Graham?
I have no idea. I've ordered it, but I have no idea.
Fair enough.
It's Deadpool.
It's Deadpool.
I order everything.
And it's too soon,
It is
apparently.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn number 6. Justice League number 7. Nightwing number 7. Black Panther number 7. Now Infamous Iron Man? Or is it Infamous Iron Man now?
Now Infamous Iron Man, I think.
Is it now Infamous Iron Man?
I think the now tag comes at the
Right.
beginning.
Superman 9. Trinity 2. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. And Wacky Raceland. The other thing that we're getting in next week is loads more free comic book day stuff. Because we're only 2 weeks away.
Ooh.
October 29th for the Halloween Comic Fest free comic book day.
Comic book
Bonanza.
day.
That's the one. But that should be good. We've got loads of cool stuff planned.
Yes.
It should be a good day. One of the other things that's coming in next week is the Alien Queen pop and
Yes,
Ripley.
and Ripley.
I might be getting those myself
Okay.
because I quite like them.
Okay.
And I think that's basically it.
Do you get the thing that Ripley's stood in?
No, they haven't done that
You
yet.
get it?
The loader.
The power loader.
I won't get it then.
Okay, fair
No,
enough.
I'm not interested.
No.
Every time you say it, every time you sell it, you've got to say, "Get away from her, you."
What, the Yorkshire accent?
No, well, it's a Devon accent, but yeah, all right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, you should be.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
Have we run out of things to say?
I think so.
Okay, right. Well, we'll see you next week then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
See you later.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Graham didn't mention Stranger Things.
Oh, God damn it.